This is my first Wicca video, so I figured for the first video I would talk about how I actually came into Wicca. So, how I got into Wicca. I actually started learning, I guess, about witchcraft when I was 13. I was spending the night with one of my friends and we watched The Craft of all movies. And we were sitting there and we're like, ooh, let's become witches, you know, like as a joke or whatever, because you know you're 13. So I go and grab like every encyclopedia I could find about witchcraft, Wicca, pagan, whatever. Just everything that they had mentioned in the movie. So I started looking at it and like we played around and created a spell or whatever. Well, at that time I didn't know how powerful I actually was. So it was just kind of like mind-boggling after all that. So I dabbled in it a little bit, and just like Christianity is what I was born with. It's what most people, especially in America, are raised in, is witchcraft, is Christianity. So like in the beginning I was kind of nervous about it, but I mean it was something that I just kept going back to. So a year or two goes by and I'm kind of researching it here and there. It's something new, so it scares me. And then when I hit about 16, a friend of mine had mentioned that he was Wiccan. And I asked him what it was, and he told me that it was like witchcraft, and he started to tell me a little bit about it, and then he gave me my first Wicca book, Solitary Witch from ｃαlleδ. And it was the teen one, so like it was supposed to help you with your acne, help you with finances and stuff. So I started to read it, and I got about halfway through it, and I had to give the book back. So years go by again, and I'm still on the fence about it. I'm not really sure. And then I had my daughter, so I really tried at that point to stay a Christian, even though in the back of my mind, like, something did not feel right or anything. So I started going to church, and I started, you know, reading the Bible. Now the thing is when I was in high school, we had a class called Old Testament, New Testament, and we took the Bible not as a religious book, but we took it as a piece of literature, and we read the Bible and everything. And just when I was reading the Bible, I was still kind of like studying Wicca on the side and everything, but things just wasn't connecting with me. So after my daughter was born, I made the final decision that I was not Christian. There was no Christianity in my blood or anything, and that's when I full-fledged started Wicca. Now in that time frame I was just studying. I wasn't trying to practice, I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just researching it every couple months. And then after that I became very serious about it, and I committed to my year and a day. So I studied for a year and a day. And then, I don't know, somewhere between 13 and that time frame, I knew that you had to do your year and a day, because I tried a spell, it backfired on me, like majorly. So I just knew that you had to take it serious this time. And about that time, I would say I was about 20, 21. So I was researching. I was actually starting to collect a book collection of them, which some of them I had given to friends or whatever, so I don't have as much of a collection as I did at one point. And when I hit 21, 22, it became my life. I was studying every day. I wasn't practicing much. I'd gotten my first set of tarot cards, and like I was doing readings, which most of the time when I do a reading it's pretty accurate. I'm still learning on the tarot cards, but I was taking it completely serious now, and I knew that this was what I wanted to do. This is what felt right to me. So, I mean, it kind of goes on to now where I don't practice as much, and I'm trying to get back into that, and I have taken more than one a year and a days, but lately I felt like I wasn't myself. Like something was missing, because when me and my daughter's father split up, he wanted her to be Christian, and I don't believe in that. I have 2 kids now, and I do not push any religion on them. They will come to me when they are ready to learn about something. If it's what I believe in, then that's fine. If they do follow in, you know, anybody else's footsteps, if they do end up in Christianity, I'll be right there to help them learn. No, I don't believe in Christianity, but I do believe in religious freedom, and I don't want my religion stopping them. I don't want to force me being a witch onto my kids. And that's like one of my biggest things, is that my kids are younger than 10. They'll come to me when they're ready. As long as they're honest with me and they do my #1 rule, which is research, then I don't care. Whatever. You need help with it? I'm perfectly fine with that. Blessed be.